Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick video talking about the proper amount of space between the Kurigata and the Koiguchi on a saya. So, with a lot of swords, they have 5 inches of space, sometimes more. You really don't need that much, and actually that much space can be a hindrance if you're practicing Japanese swordsmanship. And I'll explain why. You really only want that amount of space right there to be as wide as your palm. And as you can see, this one here is a bit too wide for me. With too much space, one thing it can do is hinder the ways you can open it. So, in my style, we have 3 main ways of breaking the seal between the Koiguchi, which is the opening of the saya, and the actual sword. So, starting the opening like this. There is this way, which is very basic. There is thumb behind the tsuba like this, and the more advanced version is actually just squeezing. I've actually had some that the amount of space there is so much so that with my hand all the way back here towards the Kurigata, I actually couldn't reach the tsuba just about, or it was just so much so that it made it very hard to open. Now with the squeeze like this, like in the advanced level, it makes it especially difficult. As you can see, this has some space there, so this is actually a little bit too long, but I can deal with it. I don't mind a little extra space on a sword of this size. Being that this is actually, one of... I don't want to make it sound like it's a short sword, because it's not, but I use blades longer than this without, too much problem at all. So, that's on this one. As you can see, a little bit too long. So, and this one here is 4.5 inches, in case you're wondering. Now, one school of thought is that it should be the width of your palm. Okay, and that's how this one actually is. This one I modified. And as you can see, the amount of space is no wider than my palm. Now, as I squeeze it, it actually dislodged, just the way that it should be. And of course, this makes other techniques easier too, having less space there, such as Nukatsuke, which is your drawing cuts, and Noto, which is putting the sword away. With too much space there, it actually makes it much harder, because then you're having, it's actually more like putting a longer blade away, really, after so long. So, now another thought, and this one has this because I moved to this Kurigata as well, and this one I will actually take the sword out of the saya. The amount of space is actually less than the palm, as you can see, and it's just long enough that the bottom 3 fingers can wrap, and the top 2 wrap over the top. And the reason being why I did that for this one is because this is a longer blade, so that makes Noto easier. Okay, because now with the full hand width, now if I did that with this, I would have some space between my hand and the Kurigata, which would make Noto more difficult. Now, doing it this way, as you can see, the hand actually goes on the Kurigata, right here, as you can see. That's not really bad necessarily, it's a personal preference in the end. I have one more to show you, and this one here is a little bit over 3.25. This one right here is 4 inches, in case I didn't mention it. This one here is 3 inches right here. And Hanwei does this where it's usually about 3 inches, which is really a good size for most people. So let me take the sword out, just as I did with the other. And as you can see, still, smaller amount of space. A little bit more crowded for my hands. Not a big deal though. So, and once again, this makes doing Noto easier. When you're drawing it though in Nukatsuke, your hand is going to have to go on the Kurigata. Not that big a deal at all. So, that's the general ways. Some even say, and I'll pick this one up to show this, that the 2 I just showed you was the width of the hand from here to here, and the other one was like on my Nodachi here, bottom of the palm to right here. Some say that should be the width of your fingers, which ironically, at least with me, then this may not be with all people, but the width of my fingers, and let me set this down, is about the width of from the bottom of my palm right here to right here, as you can see. A little bit over, not a huge deal though. So that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful and informative. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you have a different preference, be sure to put it on in the comment section. I think that with a lot of the cheaper swords, the reasons why they put more space is maybe they think it makes it safer for beginners. I don't really know. It bothers the heck out of me, though, so just wanted to add that in there. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!